Bing, ikot mo. Malulubog tayo.
ROSH. Ito pa lang yung...
Ito pa lang. We are here in Queen Elizabeth. Yes, yes, yes. Queen Elizabeth. We're now going to our room. Hi. Shalom, shalom! Shalom mga ka-vlog! Kala mo may mga ka-vlog talaga. Ano po ang aming room? Ano, Beng?
Nag-order ng food.
Food pa more. Ayan. May TV sa harapan. May bed. Kita ba? Yeah! Apa? Ayun na. Bang! So sexy. Nasa tubig ba tayo? Hi, good evening.
How you doing?
Hi!
On the QE2, when we were sailing a few years ago, you made it, but nonetheless. In fact, then I worked on the ship for 6 years of service, and it was a pleasure going to New York 50 times and around the world 6. So quite something indeed. So it really is like showing you my home as we go around this evening. And in fact, with that in mind, I think we'll go now and have a look at Samuel Cunard, the inventor of the line. We're going back now to 1820. So I'll take his money. But Samuel Cunard, the Cunard family lived in Nova Scotia in Canada, and he and his father very much involved in shipping and business. And in fact, now this is how the Q2 was in her early years. One that I find particularly interesting is the hospital. I mean, in those days, we're talking late 60s, early 70s, operating theatre, dentistry, optometry, and Now let's go on board now and have a look at the ship in more detail. So we'll go now onto the ship and have a look around. In the morning, you might want to take a picture here. It's a lovely one of the curves and the lines of the ship. Maybe not now, but tomorrow morning. And welcome on board, or back on board as the case may be. And here we are then in the midships lobby. Now this, for me frankly, is a very nostalgic place because if you can imagine, 26 years ago I was standing here in this spot welcoming passengers on board prior to sailing around the world. My colleagues standing here, there would be orange juice and champagne here, I'm not sure where that's gone. And there would be one significance about the ending of the names of the ship. If its name ends in IA, Ia, Mauritania, Coronia, that would suggest she was a CUNARD vessel. If the ship name ended in IC, Britannic, Titanic, that would suggest White Star Line. There were two different companies merging in 1934 to form the CUNARD White Star Line service. Right. Now the carpets upon which we're standing, I am told are not original, but I find that a very difficult pill to swallow. I remember walking on these in '95, I'm sure they're the same, and these as well. We'll go down now this way and go up to the chart room on the evening, in my experience. We have visitors in here. Let's have a look now at this map. If I would like to just point this to your attention. Well, the QE2 crossed the Atlantic 812 times in 39 years. She transported 2.5 million passengers over 6 million miles. That's equivalent to 12 journeys to the moon. And 25 captains served under the QE2, or took the helm, shall we say, which I'm pleased to say I personally served under for myself. We did have 6,000 actually, the largest library afloat on any ship until the QMV came into service. But as I say, now we've functional here, so I will explain. Well, the first thing to note really is the structure. This never changed, as I said, in 39 years. But you can see clearly that was the... But let's just have a loop around and then we'll go back down to finish in the Grand Lounge. So if you recall downstairs, I did say that the second-class library was turned into a casino, and this is where we are. A lot bigger in those days. I mean, here was all your gaming tables and croupier dealers. Around here, the same. The highest tip on the Queenswheel ever recorded from New York to Southampton for a 5-day transatlantic crossing was actually a Rolls-Royce. That's a tip. That's not a bad tip by any stretch of the imagination. A gentleman got the key from his pocket, said, "Thank you very much, you've been a great waiter, you get the rolls." That waiter drove off in the Rolls-Royce in Southampton, never to be seen again.
Kusina. Dito sila kumakain ng tanghalian. Because it's a lounge.
So here we are then in the Grand Lounge, and I do like to finish here when we can, because if you recall at the beginning of the tour, we mentioned about the Britannia ship, the first to go across. Now if you imagine 6 feet behind those curtains to this blackboard here, that's the length of the first ship to go across the Atlantic. Really not that long at all. We say in our training, we are living history. I say, we were, we are, we will be, I hope very much will in the future. It's been a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for coming on the 7, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much indeed. And if you did enjoy the tour, my name is Pete. If you hated the tour, it's Sebastian. But have a lovely evening and enjoy your rest of the time with us, and hopefully see you in the morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you.